Are you feeling unheard? Maybe a bit misunderstood? Unloved? Like you've hit a brick wall with someone or multiple people within your life? My first question to you is, are you saying these things to the people that you're feeling this way about? Because there seems to be some disconnect with knowing what to say and how to communicate it to that person, but you're kind of just expecting them to know that you feel this way without you really saying it. And that may only apply to some of you watching this, but if it does, maybe take some time to write down how you feel about this person or people and how they are making you feel, so that you have an easier time identifying what it is. Sometimes when it's just all swirling around inside, it can be really hard to figure out why you are feeling the way that you are and what it is in them that is triggering you. And usually it leads to unhealed wounds in our past. And maybe this person or people are triggering things within you that you dealt with in your childhood from your parents. Because a lot of times the people that we seek out in life, unconsciously we do this. The people that we look for are those who can fulfill the needs that have not been met and that we expect to have been met by our caregivers. Now, instead of going in assuming that this person or people are actively trying to misunderstand you and make you feel the way that you're feeling, go in with a different mindset that maybe they have no idea how they're actually making you feel, and they won't unless you tell them that. Now, if you have already told them, especially multiple times, maybe you should look in a different direction and find new people or new person in your life, because in that case, they may not even be actively trying to misunderstand you, but they have their own things that they have to work through in order to see your point of view. And if you don't find it worth it to keep pushing the issue and dealing with the same results, then maybe take a step back. If you do find it worth it, you can try again, but don't beat a dead horse. I mean, you can if you want, but what's the point in beating a dead horse? You deserve to be heard and understood by the people around you and that you choose to love and spend your time with. You also deserve to feel loved and deserve people that will take the time to work with you and learn how to love you in the way that you need to be loved. But in order to do that and find these people, you have to know what it is that makes you feel loved. And you have to be willing to speak up and say these things to these people in your life. You also have to understand yourself a bit better, like where these things are coming from. And sometimes relationships are about bending. And if you know that another person is the way that they are and will continue to move in the same way that they have been moving, it is then up to you to either accept them for who they are and maybe stop complaining about the fact that they are not who you want them to be. Or you can move in a different direction and accept that they might not be a person that you want to have in your life or that is beneficial for you in your life. And if you know for a fact, not just speaking out of your assumptions or your trauma from your past, if you know for a fact that they are actively trying to misunderstand you and make you feel unheard, or however else it is that they're making you feel, then that is definitely something I would let go of. And ask yourself why it is you're still holding on to that relationship with that dynamic. maybe the ways that some of your relationships are playing out are due to how your primary caregivers loved you and showed up for you. And maybe how they showed up and loved you was not in the way that you needed, and it was not in a helpful way for you. But like I said earlier, you're unconsciously attracting those same things within your life because those wounds are being called to be healed. And they want you to recognize that it's up to you to decide and convey how it is you want to be treated and how it is you feel that you deserve to be loved. You set the rules and the needs that you have in your life. And if the people in it cannot meet them, but you need them to, what the hell are they doing there? You will find other people that can meet those needs. You just have to be willing to look and recognize that you don't have to deal with anything that you don't want to. Now, don't get me wrong. Most relationships at some point have some kind of disagreements or misunderstandings and shit. But if they are a continual thing, that is when it can be problematic. And it's okay if you and another person are not compatible, whether that be in the sense of a relationship or a romantic relationship or a friendship. And if these people are not right for you, it doesn't mean that it was wasted time or a failed relationship or anything like that. You can learn so much from the things in your life that don't work for you. Because sometimes we have to figure out what doesn't work for us in order to find the things that do. So maybe ask yourself, what is the lesson, or what are the lessons that are needed for me to learn within this relationship or within this situation, however it is you want to word it. You can also ask yourself, is this person or people worth having in my life? And do I want to put in the work to make a better or create a better dynamic between me and this other person or people? And take some time to sit with it and see what it is that you get back. And you may not get an answer right away, but at some point you will. Meditating on it might be a good idea. And if you want, you can get the opinion of friends or family or a professional. But at the end of the day, this is something that you're going to have to deal with. And honestly, only you have the answer to this. And if you do ask for other people's opinions, just be mindful of the opinions that you're asking for, because just because they are people in your life and you love them and care for them does not always mean that they know what's best for you or have the best mindset or opinions on the matter. So trusting you and your intuition is going to be really important. I got a little lost in this message today, so maybe you're feeling the same way, but I hope that I said something and within it that is able to help you within the situation that you're in right now. And that is all that I have for you today. If anybody would like to book a personal reading or a healing session with me, or you can come see what spirit guides are around you and working within your life right now, you can come do that at the link that's in my bio. And remember, you are always deeply loved and supported by the universe. I hope that you have an amazing day.